And then, boom, just like that. It's violent, it's sudden, and it is absolute. In a single explosive split second, everything you thought you knew about the fight you were watching is completely shattered. Think about it. A whole night of careful strategy, months of grueling training camps, all of it just evaporates in an instant. That is the raw, terrifying, and honestly thrilling reality of a true knockout.
All right, let's get right into part 1, the split-second shift, looking at the UFC moments that absolutely broke the internet. Which brings us to section 2, stopping time, the upset. This is all about that one single punch that literally makes time stand still.
Okay, picture the Octagon. In one corner, you've got a rising unknown, completely underestimated by the odds makers, the fans, and probably even their opponent. Then, in the other corner, you have a respected veteran, an intimidating giant of a name who demands respect the second they step onto the canvas. The round starts off slow. The underdog is stepping up to this absolute mountain of a challenger, and you can practically feel the tension building in the room. Every little feint, every step creates this suffocating atmosphere, and then, out of nowhere, one clean strike lands.
It's exactly like the quote says, the crowd goes dead silent for a heartbeat, and then the whole place just explodes. You know that feeling, right? It's that tiny fraction of a second where our human brains are just desperately trying to process the impossible thing we just witnessed. There's that collective gasp, that terrifying dead silence, and then an absolute deafening roar of pure adrenaline as the upset becomes reality. And here's the crazy part. That physical shockwave in the arena, it instantly triggers a massive digital one, millions of views. Social media practically comes crashing down as millions of people rush to watch the highlight at the exact same time. We are talking millions of views stacking up in just a few short hours. It spreads like absolute wildfire.
Moving on to section 3, the impossible comeback, where certain defeat is turned into an instant legend.
There's blood, there's pressure, and he looks completely exhausted. We have all seen these brutal fights. A fighter is losing, and I mean, they are losing badly. They're taking damage, they're backed against the cage, and the physical toll is just written all over their face and body. Even the professional commentators calling the fight are totally counting them out, basically writing their obituaries for the match. It really feels like it's just a matter of time before they fall.
But then, something miraculous shifts. They tap into what we call impossible comeback energy. Despite the total exhaustion, despite the blood and the immense pressure, they somehow find the absolute perfect timing for just one single countermove. And just like that, boom, it's over. Certain defeat is instantly turned into a legendary victory. These are those visceral, unbelievable moments that literally make you jump off your couch and scream at your TV because you just cannot believe the sheer willpower you witnessed.
Next up, section 4, the fastest shock ever. Blink and you miss it. Check out this timeline. Second 1, the bell rings. Second 2, zero hesitation. A fighter just launches forward with absolutely everything they have. Second 3, the fight is over. It happens so incredibly fast that even the referee, the person explicitly trained to be right on top of the action, is left completely stunned.
Because the whole shebang happens in 3 seconds, these clips become the most replayed moments in combat sports history. Why? Because human eyes simply cannot process that level of blinding speed and violence live. You have to watch it again, and again, and again. You're constantly rewinding just to see exactly where the strike even came from, how it landed, and how a professional high-stakes fight ended before it even really began.
Which leads us perfectly into section 5, real-time viral chaos, breaking the internet.
Here is exactly how that chaos plays out in real time. Step 1. The arena explodes with that visceral, in-person reaction of pure chaos. Step 2. Within mere seconds, the TikTok edits drop. People are screen recording and posting before the winning fighter even gets their hand raised. Step 3. Twitter instantly trends worldwide with the fighter's name and the word KO. And Step 4. By breakfast the next morning, YouTube highlights have exploded overnight, gathering millions of views. We're no longer just watching a fight, guys. We're witnessing an entire global digital ecosystem reacting to a single moment in real time.
Finally, let's look at section 6. The ultimate KO legacy, 1 second changes everything.
When you really step back, it all boils down to these 3 massive points. 1 second changes everything. A fighter's entire career trajectory flips in a single heartbeat. One punch builds a legend.
turning an unknown underdog into a household name forever. And one knockout completely breaks the internet, transforming a physical feat of combat into a permanent, unforgettable piece of global digital culture.
So, I've got to turn this over to you now, looking at the slow burn upsets, the impossible exhausted comebacks, and those blinding 3-second shockers. Which KO archetype do you think is the absolute craziest? Drop a comment below right now and let me know your thoughts. And hey, if you want to keep diving into these high-energy, legendary breakdowns with me, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I'll see you in the next explainer.